What's up, everybody? It's your boy, Coach Rhodes, our man, Coach Burr.
What's up?
Welcome to episode 4. I want to start out, Coach. We really appreciate everybody's support. We've got really blown away by the number of subscribers we have, but we've got a lot of people asking about merch. And we were kind of back and forth on it, but what we've decided to do is we're going to get a limited number of t-shirts made up for the Unscripted Coaches podcast. And when we get to 500 subscribers, we're going to give t-shirts away, Coach.
So all you got to do is sit back and watch it and get you a free t-shirt.
Sit back and watch.
Everybody likes free t-shirts, free merchandise.
Yeah, I love free t-shirts. I love free t-shirts. So merch is on the way. Help us get to 500 subscribers, and maybe you'll be one of the lucky ones to get a free t-shirt. What do you think, Coach?
And then you can rep us.
Rep us out. Hey, Coach, last week was some good games. We had pretty decent week last week.
Not bad, not bad.
But what was crazy, Coach, is a lot of schools out there taking their flag and planting it on their opponent's home field, man. And I'm not a big fan of that. I didn't like that. So, but I think Coach Burr's got a different take.
I mean, it's not right, but there's one way to stop that. There's one way to stop that, guys.
What's that, Coach?
That's the game. Because, I haven't seen a losing team go out there and plant a flag all year. I don't see that. So, just win the ball game, and you ain't got to worry about it. That's the way I look at it. That's kind of old school stuff. I know it's not right for college football to go doing all that stuff because you know all the altercations that happen after. Yeah. But you can stop it by winning the game.
Well, I got something I think we can both agree on, Coach. Right. But after the flag planting, when the fighting starts, if you're not wearing a helmet, you probably don't need to get in the fight.
Yeah.
I've seen a few players in the fights that didn't have no helmet on. Now that ain't real smart, Coach.
Nope, there's gonna be some real concussions.
That'd be real concussions. That'd be certified.
On that game.
Be certified.
They won't be over there doing no faking. They'll be laying over there and don't know where they're at.
Yeah, well.
So just win the ball games.
Win the ball games.
You ain't got to worry about it.
I tell you, Coach Bird's got.
And that was kind of two of our picks too. Yeah. I mean, Carolina, they lost. And Ohio State, they choked again.
I don't want to talk about that over, Coach, because it won't even close.
Well, and they choked, winning again. Once again,
4 years
in a row.
4 years in a row.
So guess what? They can watch the championship game at home again.
That's tough. That is tough. Well, we had to talk about that, Coach, but I think everybody's been waiting on this, and we want to bring back a special segment, Coach. Can't make this up with our man, Coach Burr. So, Coach, what you got for us this week?
Well, I'm going to take you back to a little basketball this year. When I was at Hopton, had a good friend of mine, Coach McDuffie. He's passed away a couple years back, but he helped me ever since I was in middle school all the way to high school. Did a lot of things for me. But during basketball season, we'd always sing the national anthem. Yeah, we'd sing it. So I don't know who it was. One night it was packed house. We had top level and bottom level. It was a packed house, and somebody come up and said, we ain't got nobody sing the national anthem. I said, well, I don't know what to do. Coach McDuffie, he's in a choir and stuff, and he did all that singing. He said, hey, Coach Bird, I got it for you. I said, all right. So, and I knew he sang. I've heard him sing before. So he went up there to the corner, and everybody, stand up. He started singing. It sounded good. I mean, he had that deep voice. But about a few frames into it, it kind of got quiet, and he was he forgot the words. So he forgot the words. So he hummed the rest of the song. So there's 500 people in there, and I was probably starting to laugh, and everybody looked back up there, and he finished it out. That was a true soldier, but he forgot the words. He forgot the words.
So he hummed.
So he came down after the game. I'd give him a little fist bump and said, "Good job, Coach." But that's all I could say. But hey, he done broke down and hummed the national anthem. I bet that it never happened nowhere else ever.
He got it to the finish line.
He
Coach
finished the whole night, give me a little fist pump. And I don't even know if he won the game, but me and Coach Peacock, I know I was red. I was just, but that's a pretty good one there. I like him. God rest his soul. I loved him, but he was a true trooper and hummed the national anthem. So if you ever hear anything about that, you kind of let me know, because there's two stories I've given you. I guarantee you ain't seen that or heard it.
Can't make it up. All right. Conference Championship Week, Coach. In honor of Conference Championship Week, we brought in a special guest this week. One of the several conference championships that our school's been able to secure over the past couple seasons, Coach.
Last 2 years.
So, but wanted to bring in a special guest, Coach, and we're going to start off with the conference. I mean, let's just be honest. The Southeastern Conference, the SEC. conference championship game will be taking place between the University of Georgia and the University of Texas, Coach. And right now, as it stands, we got Texas -2.5, and the point total is 49.5. So we're going to pick a spread. We're going to pick a team on all of these games, and Coach Burr's got a little addition to it.
So what is what's Texas? 11-1.
11-1.
They've lost. Who did they lose to?
To Georgia.
So Georgia. So it's kind of a redemption game. I think. I don't know what you think. I think these are two very good defenses.
Yeah.
Two very good defenses. This is what the first time. Well, what we have. Tennessee's coming from. I mean, y'all done got me all confused. Texas is coming from where?
The Big 12.
The Big 12.
The Big 12.
So now they got a chance to make a statement to the SEC. Georgia's played in it 7 out of the last 8 times, so they're still the big dogs. They're still the big dog. I wish Texas could pull it out, but what you think?
Well, normally I would just run with the dogs automatically. I'd take Georgia. I'm all on Kirby Smart and his program. I think they're a really good football team. They got a good program going. They've had their struggles though this year.
Yeah.
And the other thing, Coach, that I said this time and time again, and unfortunately it came true for us. It's hard to beat a good football team twice in the same year.
Definitely.
It's hard to beat a good football team twice in the same year. So Texas is favored by 2.5, Coach.
And it's almost a home game.
Yeah, it's almost
a home game.
Yeah. So I'm gonna run with the Longhorns, Coach. But who you got?
I don't know, Coach. I don't know. I don't know.
What you gonna do, man?
Until somebody beats them, I'm gonna have to go with them dogs. I'm gonna have to go with the Bulldogs.
With the Bulldogs.
I'm gonna have to go with the Bulldogs. I want Texas to win, but they've played for 7 out of 8 championships. They've been there. I'm going with the Bulldogs.
With the Bulldogs. Well, Coach Bird's on the Bulldogs, and I'm on the over. I'm taking over 49.5. I think that's an easy cover for this game, and that's where my pick's going to lie.
I like it, too, because they can swing it around and stuff.
All right, Coach. We got Big Ten. Woo! Big Ten Championship. Big Ten Championship. And there's a theme on all these games, Coach. We're going to double back to that at the end here. The Big Ten Championship this week is between Penn State and Oregon. Penn State and Oregon. Right now, as we record this, Oregon is a favorite. They're getting 3.5 points, and the total is set at 50.5, Coach. 50.5.
Number 1 team in the country.
Number 1 team in the country, undefeated.
I was looking at some stuff. If you kind of look at their stats, they're kind of similar. Both teams give up 15 points a game, and they're averaging about the mid-30s or low 30s. So their stats are kind of the same. I think Penn State kind of backed up into this, championship game.
Thanks to Ohio State.
With their little choke a little bit. The big thing about Penn State, and I bet you don't know this, Coach, they are 1-13. 1-13 against top 5 opponents. And they can't beat the big boys. Yeah. They can't beat the big boys.
Yeah.
And I mean, I think they may be outmatched this game. What you think?
Oregon -3.5. I'm taking the Ducks. That's my pick. Coach Bird, who we going with up front?
We're going with the Ducks. Hey guys,
Hey.
What's the guy that is a big money donator there?
Phil Knight, Nike.
Hey, look here, Ducks. Y'all win. When you get back, you might have some goodie bag with some Nike stuff in it, because y'all know he loves some Oregon Ducks. So you might get back to the locker room, got Nike shoes, got Nike shirt, got it all. Nike sunglasses.
Yeah.
We're going with the Ducks.
Well, we're going with the Ducks. We're together on that one. I'm going to stay away from the total. I've been on Oregon's over, but I tell you what, man, they just know how to win. If they need to put up a lot of points, they put up a lot of points. If they need to play a tight, defensive game, that's what they've done.
They don't blow a lot of they don't blow a lot.
No.
They almost let people stay in the game a little bit too much.
Yeah, but I'm all on Oregon -3.5. I'm going to stay away from the total on this one.
I like that one.
Stay away from the total on this one. All right, Coach. Next up, we got the ACC. The ACC. You got Clemson versus SMU. As we record this, SMU is the favorite here. They're getting 2.5 points. The total's 55.5, Coach.
Top 5 scoring team in the country, SMU. I think they're one of the hottest teams. I think they've reeled off 9 in a row.
Yeah.
We got another team who did not think they were going to be in the ACC Championship. And I know you're a big, I know you like that, but he kind of backed up into this one too. He kind of backed up in this too. But I'm thinking, I know Dabo gets teams ready, but I think they might be outmanned here. I think they're outmanned here. Like, it's the hottest team. They're averaging 39 points a game. And I don't think Clemson's the Clemson of old.
I think something's just not. Just feels like that when you watch games, something just doesn't feel quite right about Clemson this year. And I was on it. That was my lock of the week last week with South Carolina, and so I took South Carolina, and I felt good about it. And I don't feel great about Clemson this week either, Coach. So what you got, man?
So if Dabo's got a chance, he better keep their offense off the field. Okay. But I don't think he can do that.
You don't think he can do that?
I don't think so.
The ponies?
I'm riding them horses and them ponies for the ACC Championship this year.
Go get it, man. Go get it. Hey, totals at 55.5. I don't love it, but if I had to go one way or the other, I'd probably go with the over here, Coach. Like your coach says, I wouldn't say top 5 scoring offense.
39 points a game.
Clemson will probably score a couple touchdowns at least, so I feel like there's a good shot that this one hits the over. But I don't love it, so I probably wouldn't play it. But that'd be kind of my mindset.
I think after this week, Dabo goes on home and he talks about that portal, but he may start having to get into that portal. Coach. He don't like to do it, but coming up second. That ain't happening.
All right, Coach. Last pick of the week, we're going with the Big 12 Championship. We got the Big 12 Championship. This year we have Iowa State versus Arizona State. Arizona State -2, and the point total is 49.5.
Woo. How many people thought these two teams would be in this championship game?
Well, I think Coach has got a great stat right here. Okay, we got the Big 12 Conference Championship, and when's the last time you said Iowa State?
Iowa State last played in a championship game. In a championship was 1912.
1912.
They wore these what kind of helmets?
They had the leather helmets.
They had the leather. So the last time they won a championship, they wore leather helmets. I don't even know if you get a trophy for that or not.
I don't know, Coach. They might not even have.
But it's been over 100 years since they've even played for a championship.
That's kind of wild, Coach. Well, Arizona State -2.5. You taking the Sun Devils to cover, Coach?
I like Arizona because
Iowa State.
I like Arizona because they got that two-headed monster, but their top receiver's out.
Okay.
He's dislocated shoulder, so he's out. And they got a running back over there. He's averaging 100-something. But his name is Skeety Boo. Skeety Boo. I just like to say it. Skeety Boo. But
one of the two.
Iowa State's not really good. They give up 6 yards of rushing carries. So they may be in for a long night. And I think Skeety Boo is going to have to put this team on his shoulders. And I like Arizona State. I like Arizona State. Not this one, but this one. We're going Arizona State.
Hey, I don't take unders very often, but I'm taking the under in this one, Coach. 49.5 points. I'm going under here. I think it's going to be a defensive battle. Coach has already said a big-time offensive weapon is out. So we're going to roll with that.
And
I'm going to take the under. 49.5.
This is when you're in. Whoever wins, neither one of these teams are getting in. Neither one of these teams are getting in.
Coach, speaking of getting in, I'm really looking forward to next week's episode. We're going to hit the college football playoff. We're going to hit the bracket, man, because some of the stuff that you're seeing right now is kind of wild. But so we're going to hit that next week. But before we go, something that's crazy.
You had a big thing,
Something that's crazy about these games. These are the 4 major conferences left in college football. You got the SEC, the Big 10, the ACC, and the Big 12. And all 4 of those conference championship games, one of the teams that's representing is from a different conference. They were in a different conference last year.
So they just came into the conference this year.
Just came into the conference. You got Texas is in the SEC championship from the Big 12. You got Oregon is in the Big 10 championship from the Pac-12. SMU is in the ACC championship game. They were from the American last year. And you got Arizona State in the Big 12 championship game, and they were in the Pac-12 last year. And so when we were getting ready for today's show, and I'm looking at the lines, even crazier, they're all favorites. They're all favored to win those games. That blew me away. And I'm not so sure, how it all will shake out this week. But it's just really cool to see that, in my opinion. I thought that was a cool storyline going into the week.
So those conferences thought they were, hey, these other teams can play football out there too.
That's right.
And they kind of proved it this year.
That's right. Well, we appreciate you guys tuning in again this week. Unscripted Coaches, like and subscribe.
Have a great week. What's up?